Oba Femi just sent a brutal message to Bron Breakker, and after what happened on WWE RAW, the entire landscape has changed. The ruler didn't just walk into the chaos, he came looking for a fight. And when Bron Breakker and the Vision started destroying everyone in their path, Oba Femi finally decided that enough was enough. But what happened next was absolute destruction. Welcome back to the Ringside Observer. In today's video, we're breaking down the explosive confrontation between Oba Femi and Bron Breakker, the chaos involving Seth Rollins and Austin Theory, and how Oba Femi ultimately walked out of Raw with an incredible victory. The night started with Bron Breakker and the Vision making their presence felt, and once again, Breakker showed exactly why he is considered one of the most dangerous young stars in WWE. Bron wasn't interested in making friends. He was interested in destruction. Akira Tozawa found himself in the wrong place at the wrong time when Bron Breakker went after him with a devastating spear. Tozawa was completely helpless, and it looked like another innocent superstar was about to become a victim of Bron's aggression. But then Oba Femi arrived. The ruler stormed into the situation and immediately made it clear that he wasn't going to stand around and watch Bron Breakker destroy whoever he wanted. Oba Femi attacked Bron and Austin Theory, sending a massive warning to the Vision. This wasn't simply about protecting Tozawa. Oba had a much bigger target in mind: Bron Breakker. For weeks, Bron has been acting like nobody on the roster can stop him. He's been walking around with confidence, destroying opponents, and treating everyone like they are beneath him. But Oba Femi wasn't impressed. The ruler looked directly at Bron Breakker and made it clear that if Bron wanted a fight, he had finally found someone who could give him one. And then the situation became even more chaotic. Seth Rollins got involved, and suddenly the ring was filled with bodies. Bron Breakker launched himself at Rollins with another explosive spear, sending the Visionary crashing down. Austin Theory was also involved in the chaos, and the Vision continued trying to overwhelm everyone around them. But Oba Femi kept coming. He wasn't backing down. He attacked Bron Breakker with brutal strikes, including massive uppercuts that sent Bron staggering. The ruler was throwing everything he had at Breakker, and the message was obvious. Oba Femi wasn't afraid of the Vision. Bron Breakker tried to fight back, and for a moment, it looked like he might regain control. But Oba Femi had already decided that this was his moment. The ruler hit Bron with a devastating big boot, followed by another powerful strike. Austin Theory tried to get involved, but Oba immediately turned his attention toward him as well. And then came one of the biggest moments of the entire segment. Bron Breakker attempted another spear, but Seth Rollins managed to counter it into a pedigree. The crowd erupted, but the chaos wasn't over. The match eventually descended into complete madness, with interference, attacks, and bodies flying everywhere. Bron Breakker and Austin Theory continued their assault, while Oba Femi refused to stay down. Eventually, the match ended in controversial fashion after the referee called for the bell. But nobody was talking about the official result. They were talking about Oba Femi. Because the ruler had just stood toe-to-toe with one of WWE's most explosive stars and survived the chaos. And things got even crazier afterward. Oba Femi continued attacking, making it clear that this rivalry was nowhere near finished. Then came the next major challenge of the night. Oba Femi entered a triple threat match with enormous championship implications. The match featured The Miz and another dangerous competitor, with the NXT championship hanging in the balance. The Miz tried everything possible to manipulate the situation. He distracted the referee. He tried to use the ring equipment to his advantage. He attempted every shortcut imaginable because that's what The Miz does when the pressure is on. But eventually he had to fight. The Miz and his opponent exchanged brutal strikes in the center of the ring, while Oba Femi waited for the perfect opportunity. And when that opportunity came, the ruler exploded. Oba Femi hit a devastating power move and completely changed the momentum of the match. The Miz was stunned. The other competitor was barely standing, and Oba Femi looked like a man who knew exactly where this was heading. Then came the finish. Oba Femi delivered the final blow, covered his opponent, and secured the 3 count. The ruler had done it. Oba Femi became the new NXT champion. And after everything that happened earlier with Bron Breakker, this victory feels even more important. Oba Femi didn't simply win a championship. He proved that he belongs among WWE's most dangerous stars. Bron Breakker has been running through people. The Vision has been creating chaos. But now there is another monster standing in their way, Oba Femi. And if these two men eventually collide one-on-one, WWE could have a massive future rivalry on its hands. Bron Breakker has the speed, aggression, and explosive power. Oba Femi has the size, strength, confidence, and presence of a true powerhouse. And after what happened on Raw, neither man has any reason to back down. The ruler has officially thrown down the challenge. The question now is whether Bron Breakker is ready to answer it. Because if these two finally meet in a singles match, there may be nowhere for either man to run. Do you think Oba Femi can defeat Bron Breakker in a one-on-one match? And was Oba Femi the right superstar to become the new NXT champion? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the Ringside Observer for more WWE updates and analysis, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next big story. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.